So today we are going to be talking about freeing ourselves from the need to judge others. A judgment free life, a judgment free zone. And this is something that even I am working on and have, came to the realization to. Creating space to judge others leaves space for you to lack in yourself. Because when you are worried about judging somebody else, you can't worry about assessing yourself and what you have going on, as well as judging other people all the time. Unsolicited is a form of allowing negativity into your life because you're speaking upon things that you don't like, you don't want to see, and you're not okay with. Instead of minding your business. And this is why minding your business is a very important thing to do that we all truly do need to, work on. Especially in times like this, minding our business is good for our mental health and our overall well being. We all deserve to not have to worry about what everybody else is doing, what the entire world has going on, what our cousin has going on, what our mother. Sometimes we just need to worry about ourselves, and that's okay. That's okay. And I've learned, as an adult, that it's okay if I don't remember things or I've realized things later because I have my own life. My life is my main priority. So I can't constantly, you know, be there for people. And being there for people can also be energetically. It can be like you're too worried about other people's faults instead of worrying about how you can do better than what you already are. Minding your own business is something that everybody collectively just has to work on every day and making our life better to allow us more space to see ourselves and enjoy our lives and not constantly be in a space of negativity. Because a lot of times, like, you might be having a positive day, hi, love, and or it's a beautiful day, and you're not acknowledging any of the positivity or enjoying that beautiful day because you are thinking of all this negativity that you feel towards others and what they're doing or what's going on in the world. And this is, you know, a, all wrapped up in creating your own reality. This is why, like, just focusing on yourself and doing what's best for you is, the best thing you can ever do. You don't always have to take care of others, even in your mind. Take care of yourself. Even in your words, take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself and minding your own business is not just like in the physical, what you're like me, because you can be sitting all by yourself or with a friend thinking about the negative stuff that you don't like that is going on that someone else is doing. That's taking away from you and your moment. That's literally taking away from you. And even like when negative things are in front of me, I'm learning to transmute these things and be thankful for these things. You know what I mean? Because these moments are an opportunity for growth. They're not, there to really bother me. Someone else's negativity is not there to truly bother me or mess up my world. It's there to allow me to know that I can make a decision of whether I want to keep someone who rubs me the wrong way around me or whether I want to entertain someone who does stuff that I don't like. Um I'm talking about living a judgment-free life. And by not judging others, you don't judge yourself as well. When you stop judging others, or when you can be mature, and this is why they use word phrases like take the high road, mind your business, because when you can be mature and just say, you know what, this person is, something's off with them, or this situation, something's off with it, or this is going this way because of this, using common sense to decode a situation, or a person, you can easily transmute that. You can transmute that by walking away and learning a valuable lesson about your own peace, and um just your own space, your own sovereignty. Shout out to Shira, because that's crazy, because I was not going to use that word, but she literally just came out with a YouTube video about this not too long ago. Shout out to Shira 7, a Shira goddess, I should say. So uh yeah, this is all about your own peace and sovereignty and your own free will. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you can choose whether to acknowledge things. You can choose whether to help people. You can choose whether to think about people and consider people. This is all choices that start in our mind. So, that's why I believe minding your own business and taking the high road and walking away is very important. You know what I'm saying? And I, a lot of times, like to take the high road, but I also believe in the right situations and the right time, self-expression as well. And then transmute that energy and do better and walk away and focus on yourself. Thank you so much. That's so funny. Okay, damn. Um, so this is how I feel everybody should think and move, and it would honestly just make our lives more happy and more abundant. I think that we have been taught through media and propaganda, especially in times of 2026, 2025, all between the times of like after COVID, you know what I'm saying, that media really directed our energy to things that a lot of times people didn't used to care about. Wow, this is why I say I learn when I speak. Because back in those times, we were happier because we weren't acknowledging anything that they were doing. And this is why, oh my God, this woman is amazing. Oh my God, she's a great, I'm okay, so I'm not going to lie. I read books. I've studied my whole life since I was a little girl. And the only person that I've ever watched um that I've truly been amazed, like truly amazed by the way that they transmuted information that I already knew, was a sheer goddess. Yes, because now I understand why when things in the world happen, she doesn't address it or say anything. And even if she does it in the most slightest, smallest way that you wouldn't even notice, she instantly catches herself. Because all of this is a redirection of energy, and this is why hate is why people are broke. There's so much hate and negativity in the world, there's so much hate and negativity in the media, that it causes people to focus on things that they don't like, be around people that they don't like, do things that they don't like, instead of ignoring things the way we used to. We Nobody ever used to care about um all this crap that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? And we can all agree that back then things were nowhere close to perfect, but the world was a better place. And I think the world, and people, and when I say the world, I mean people, individuals, can do better learning to transmute negativity. We can learn from negativity too. Well, I think you can learn from transmuting negativity. I don't think you necessarily learn from negativity. You don't learn from from the negative, because negativity is a digression in itself. So unless you can transmute it, you cannot learn from it. perceived negativity. Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to perception, that's like that word is very manipulative, and that's why on this channel I have a video talking about metaphysical therapy, because a lot of people can't understand metaphysics, but when you study it, it's literally critical thinking, problem solving, common sense, basic level thinking type stuff, if you ask me. And I think you can tell someone anything that you want. I can say that I'm God, but you have been taught that I'm whatever you see me as, right? But one day you can see something else, or one day you can feel or be able to acknowledge that something else is there. You can do this within yourself. People do this when they worship God. They don't see it, but they feel it. And I think negativity is that's a feeling. That's a feeling more than anything. So that's why not acknowledging negativity and redirecting your thoughts is better. If that makes sense to you. Because again, okay, let me try to explain it again. Like, what you're saying is perceiving, right? Perceiving is whatever you're going to see in a perceptual system. But if you go outside a perceptual system, it would be outcome. What is the outcome of this? The outcome to me is what tells you whether it's negative or not. Does it make you prosper? Yes or no? Does it make you uncomfortable? Yes or no? And uncomfortable can also be transmuted in a good way. Does it make uncomfortable where you're just not used to this, but it's good? Or uncomfortable where you're not used to this and you know you shouldn't be doing it? You know what I'm saying? Negativity is a feeling. Yes, negativity is a feeling. And this is why judgment, no judgment, just take things in, you know what I'm saying, and transmute things and look at things differently, because a lot of the things that we frown upon and look down upon is prosperous. You know what I'm saying? It just all depending on the way that you want to look at it and use it. The same way that the media has been trying to trick me as an individual for years and years and years to feed into this, to feed into that, the way that people in my life have been pushing agendas onto my mind to keep me stuck in a perceptual system. Once I'm able to see and feel and think and problem solve and all of those great things outside of that, you guys really should check out that metaphysical video. That's actually a video and not a live, and it literally says metaphysical therapy, or like metaphysics 100% real explained. Yes, I definitely believe negativity can be an opportunity for you to change for the better, and that's why I say, like, it's all in how you see it, because you know even when it comes to art is something that a lot of people give opinions on and judge. You know what I'm saying? But the way that that is transmuted is into history, stories, money, and also an artist literally accumulating like a famous name for themselves, and like, so that energy speaks for itself. You don't always have to like agree with it, but the energy is speaking for itself, if that makes sense. Thank you for the like. Thank you for saying my nails are cute. Why did my eye, like when I go this way, you know what, whatever. But yeah, so this is why I believe that everyone should just worry about themselves. I mean, I came to that conclusion a long time ago, when I was an adult. When I was a child, I had much opportunity to observe other people and think about other people. But becoming an adult and being responsible for myself made me stop really caring about other people and caring about things that don't help me grow. Caring about people who don't help me grow and make me feel good. And sometimes this can be through purpose. This can be through sometimes it's just like a higher like love vibration while still remaining boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Allow that type of space. Allow space for that in your life so that you can stop ranting about things you don't like. If you and instead of ranting about things you don't like, you can talk about transmuting things you don't like and making it into something better, into something more positive. These bugs keep getting in my car. There's like something flying in here. But yes, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's an amazing YouTube video. Um yeah, that's what the YouTube was about. It was about judgment-free zone and also learning when it's time to learn. hmm And that's the whole point of this video, learning from negativity, learning when it's time to learn. Anyway, this is Ani's World. I hope you guys have a beautiful, glamorous day and enjoy.